Copilot Chat, Microsoft 365 Copilot, Copilot Agent, Copilot Cowork. Everybody got confused with a lot of copilots around them and got overwhelmed. And if you are confused and overwhelmed with all of these Copilot terminologies, I can explain them to you. But before I do that, my name is Mohammed Khalifa, and I help small and medium businesses to get the best out of Dynamics and lately out of Copilot. Let me explain the difference between every one of them to you. So the first one that I'm going to show you is the Copilot Chat for Microsoft. And this is the basic one. And there are two types of the Copilot Chat. There is a free and there is a paid. And I'm going to show you the difference between each one of them. So we can start with the free one. The free one is when you go to your Office account by going to office.com. This is where when the office.com is going to take you to the Copilot Chat. It is like any chat used like Claude, ChatGPT, and you will see down here that it says the Microsoft 365 Basic, which means that this is the free version. This version, it looks for the internet and it searches what you can find in the internet. You can use it for some stuff related to personal or any stuff related to work. Today, as an example, I had a problem in my ears and I wanted to see what are the clinics around me. So I just give it this prompt. I told it, you are a new patient, have a problem in your ear, just look for clinics in Katy. And this free version, which is a Copilot Chat, is going to search the internet, look for what are the ears clinic that are around me, and it's going to give me a recommendation as we see over here. Again, how you can identify, this is a free version of Copilot Chat. You can see down over here that it says Microsoft 365 Copilot is free. I'm also going to show you here the paid version of the Copilot Chat, which if you have this paid version, it means also you're going to have Microsoft 365 Copilot, which I'm going to talk about it in a bit. So to see the paid version of the Copilot Chat, all what you need to do is to go to office.com. And if you have the license, you will see down there that it has your name and it says Microsoft 365 Copilot Premium. That means you have the paid version, which also allows you to use Copilot Cowork, and you can create some agents with it. But right now we're going to show you the Copilot Chat. You will see in the top over here that there is a work and there is a web. The web, this is kinda like if you have any query, like the ears problem that I had when I was looking for clinics, it's gonna go and search the web and it's gonna come back with answers. But here in the work, this one has access to your work files, work email, OneDrive, SharePoint, anything you have access to. This Copilot Chat also is going to have access to, but you need to tell it specifically where to go. So as an example, I have 2 expense files in my OneDrive. I can ask Copilot to go read them and create a PDF summary out of them. This is because I have the Copilot paid version, which is a premium, and I'm still using Copilot Chat. So we can go over here. I see add content, add the first expense, add the second expense, and for the sake of the demo, I can say summarize these 2 expenses for me and create a nice PDF. So after I gave it this command, what happened is it created a very nice summary. Again, this is my work file, so it can have access to my work files. And at the end also, it created a PDF and it stored this PDF in my OneDrive. So the Copilot Chat, the premium one, has access to your files, and anything you have access to inside your work, it will have also access to, and it can go and use those files or any data knowledge as data knowledge, not just using the web as the knowledge source. Here we can also see that it created a PDF file. Of course, it was very basic, but you will see it stored this PDF file inside my OneDrive. Again, it has access to all my work files. Whatever I have access to, it has access to. The other version is the Microsoft 365 Copilot. And the Microsoft 365 Copilot is a Copilot embedded inside every Microsoft application that you have. It is embedded into your Outlook, embedded into your Word, embedded into your PowerPoint, embedded into your Excel. And in every one of those applications, you're going to see the Copilot icon that you can ask Copilot to do a specific thing for that document. It's not like a chat that you're going to ask the chat and then it's going to give you the answer and you're going to take the answer and put it into, as an example, a document, but you can ask your questions inside this document and the Copilot is going to format the document the way you like. Let me give you an example. As an example, if we have the word over here, we will see the Copilot icon. And we can make something as simple as, for the sake of the demo, write me a weather report about Houston for the past 5 months. Of course, if you have work files or email, you can tell Copilot to write you a 5-month summary about ABC, but we're just trying this right now. You will see it will start populating a weather report about Houston in the past 5 months. In the past, you used to ask Copilot, take the output, put it here, but with Microsoft 365 Copilot, you don't have to do this. It is already here. And you will see it started to populate content inside the document already. And if we go to something like our emails, and if we open any email, we will see inside Outlook that the Copilot is also a part with Outlook, and you can ask Copilot when you open a specific email to summarize this email or even prepare a draft. A very nice use case I tried with Microsoft 365 Copilot inside PowerPoint. I did some revamping to what I do for our use cases, and I had an old template that I wanted to take the old template and make it follow the new theme for the new template. So all what I did, I just took these two old slides which had the old template, and I went to Copilot and I said, make a slide 7 and 8 in one slide and make it look like slide 5 and 6. And make it in the form of pain, solution, and game. Of course, it took a little bit of while to do that, but eventually it did it. Let me show you the result after a little bit of trying this prompt. Now we can tell that really Copilot was able to merge 2 slides into one slide and made it follow the same format as slide 5 and 6. It was really cool from Copilot to be able to do that, and I didn't have to do anything. I just asked Copilot for Microsoft 365 Copilot inside the PowerPoint, and it did all of this for me. The third Copilot is a Copilot Agent, which you use a Copilot Studio to build Copilot Agent. And the Copilot Agent, think about AI in an automatic way, autonomous. It runs without you ask it or without you prompt it. And this is where the automation for our AI comes. This is where the automation for Copilot happens. As an example, if we come over here, we're gonna see that I have agent called lead validation, which is built using Copilot Studio. I give the agent instruction to do whatever I want it to do, and I also give it the knowledge and any data source that I want this qualification agent to use to be able to qualify leads. And I tell it to run, not when I call it, but when a new lead, as an example, comes to your Dynamics from white source or from someone you met or scanning their business card, or someone has put a lead inside your Dynamics. So this Copilot agent that is built by Copilot Studio runs autonomously, automatically, without you or having the need to go and specifically chat or mention it or type something. Just runs automatically. This is where, again, Copilot runs automatically as an agent for you autonomously. The last Copilot that we have over here, which Microsoft announced about it like a few months ago, which is the third wave of Copilot, which is the Copilot Cowork. Copilot Cowork is a combination for all of those without the need to write code or without the need to kind of use Copilot Studio. It is your virtual assistant that is still you need to go inside Copilot. still you need to ask it to do something for you, but it can do so many things for you. As an example, you can ask it to prepare a meeting, have a document, put this document in this meeting, find a spot between you and a couple of colleagues, available spot for all of you, and set up this meeting and have this document and attach it to that meeting. So it's like your assistant Cowork, but you don't need to be a developer to use it. You just need to come here and tell the Copilot Cowork as your assistant what you want to do, and the Copilot Cowork is gonna do it for you as your assistant. There is no need, again, for any development. There is no need for any automation. Whatever you're gonna ask Copilot Cowork to do as your assistant, it's gonna do it. I also admit I have never tried Copilot Cowork to do things on a trigger, like when an email is being received or when a record is being changed or updated. There might be an ability to do that, but I have not tried that yet. But the Copilot Cowork now is a part of the Frontier program, and we have mentioned before a demo about how to use Copilot Cowork. So to summarize what we have said, we have 4 versions of the Copilot. First one is the Copilot Chat, which is the chat that you use like ChatGPT or Claude. And there is 2 versions of the Copilot Chat. There is the free version that uses the internet as the resource for the data, and there is a paid version which uses the internet and also your work files and any files that you have access to, any data you have access to, as the knowledge for that source. Number 2, the Microsoft 365 Copilot, and this is where Copilot is embedded into every single application inside Microsoft, inside your Outlook, inside your PowerPoint, inside your Excel, inside your Word, and in every one of those you can ask Copilot to do something for you, and it's gonna update your Outlook or the documents or the PowerPoint presentation that you are having. The third one is the Copilot Agent, that you need to use Copilot Studio to build the agent. Think about it as Copilot on automation, available all the time, and it's been triggered when an action happens. You didn't need to wake it up, you didn't need to tell it what to do. It actually get triggers when a specific event happens, and this is where we go to the autonomous era, while the agents are available 24/7. You don't need to open a document or you don't need to call them. The last one, which is the Copilot Cowork, which Microsoft announced about it a few months ago, and this Cowork, consider it as your virtual assistant. Still, you need to give specific instructions to your assistant, but in this time, this assistant has access to all your work environment, has access to all your data sources, has access to your SharePoint, your Dynamics, whatever you have access to. This assistant has also access, and it can do everything you need. Create emails, summarize an email, send an email, find a meeting, or even with the integration with Dynamics 365 now, it can integrate with the records that your Dynamics 365 has. If you think this video was helpful, feel free to subscribe to get more. See you soon.